Looks like we're in need of an airship. Set sail. Luckily, it looks like we have a few options for that. Um, I actually went back and redid that boss fight last time, since it was so easy, and actually a little bit more challenging the second time around. I get a flaming sword +2 off the guy's body, but that's about it. I thought I'd look around some more for treasure, but there was nothing else there, really. Anyway, moving on. Let's check it. And a pirate named Curse. Carrying on to the man Idols knows that bloodthirsty animal. He's an ignoble and filthy scoundrel who revels in depth with moral failings. Back on Laura, and even the shackless pirate, who are usually at each other's throats, unite to hunt down degenerates like him and hang them from the yardarm. Crooks like him don't belong on ship's deck. Their place for them is behind bars with a noose around their necks. He sounds like my kind of guy, actually. I need to get to Colyphyr. Can you take me there? They're quite capable of reaching the destination, no matter how long or dangerous the route might be. Starcatcher III never wavers in the face of a challenge. I sincerely hope you've chosen your best companions to go with you, because you won't be able to carry more than 6 people. Also, you should take care with your gear on a long expedition. You only count on the things you brought with you. 150,000? Can I get a discount with that? I believe you. If you really need to go there on an important noble mission, I can lower the price to 100,000. Can't ask for less. For maintaining the ship and crew is no cheap business. You say so. Okay, Starcatcher III and her crew at your disposal. Ship waits at the mooring pillars, but you don't need to bother yourself by visiting that nasty and unpleasant place. After you are done with your current business in Hepzamirah and are ready to head off, just use this portal. It will drop you right off the deck of Starcatcher III. Well, how convenient. Stand in front of the portal that leads to the airship's deck. This vessel will take you to Colyphyr, where you have to fight back against merciless daughter, Hepzamirah. You have a long and dangerous journey ahead. There will be no turning back, and you will only be able to rely on yourself and your companions. Before departing this deadly and dangerous mission, you would be wise to check your equipment meticulously and complete all unfinished business, because the opportunity to come back here may never appear again. I got nothing else to do. The route marked on the map connects Colyphyr and Colyphyr with a black line. It is straight and steadfast, just like Commander himself, determined to catch and slay his enemy, Hepzamirah, Baphomet's daughter, at all cost. Starcatcher III easily catches the air current and glides forward. Discipline, instilled by a grim sorceress called Myrilla, reigns over the ship. Silent and diligent sailors sweep away the tiniest signs of mess on deck, the eagerness of zealous inquisitors. Having apparently decided against a game of hide-and-seek, the hand of the inheritor appears on the deck in the flesh, standing and moving at the ship's prow like a majestic golden statue. The voyage is only just underway, but the commander and his crew are already facing their first challenge. Having spotted the lone ship, a flock of harpies rises from coastal rocks. Armed with hooked talons and carnivorous grins, they rush upwards, squawking. Eerie, harmonious, and chanting songs fill the air. The gazes of some sailors go blank as they cast away their lines and walk unsteadily toward the ship's broadside and step into the void, where the sweet-voiced songstresses are waiting for them. Can I intimidate these? Weapon, fire, and battle cries. Even for an experienced archer, hitting a nimble harpy in midair is no mean feat, but somehow the crew manages to strike down several with well-aimed shots. The screams of fury drown out the enchanting songs, and the crew drives the winged predators away from the ship. With shrieks of disappointment, they continue circling distance for a while, but head off in search of less dangerous prey. Many cultures consider malice and belligerence to be contagious diseases. In the abyss, one particular place transmits such quarrels in the air, like noxious miasma. This place is called Mara Island, and the ship is flying right over it. Discord-sowing whispers fill the thoughts of every crew member. Sailors suddenly begin casting hostile glances at each other while muted but merciless brawls break here and there with almost zero provocation. Such is the aura of Mara Island, the heart of malice and disorder, a cauldron of the affliction known as strife. Captain Mirala frowns as she observes the discontented mood reigning on the deck. She retires to her cabin. Just a quarter of an hour later, the situation changes drastically. A strange, eerie apathy falls over the ship's crew. The sailors look at each other with blank eyes, unable to comprehend why they were ready to lunge for each other's throats just a few minutes ago. The uncanny apathy fades away right after Mara disappears from the horizon, and only then does Mara return to the deck, looking wan and exhausted. A hurricane of enormous proportions rages towards the ship, threatening to crush the boat like an eggshell. A whirlwind rips a gaping sailor from the tackle and tears him apart in midair. The wind catches the ship and draws it into a deadly dance. The elemental embrace lasts for hours, days, or maybe months. Within the stormy darkness and chaos of crashing salty waves, mere moments seem like an eternity. It feels like the wild winds have subdued even time itself. They're twisting into a bizarre spiral. The commander can barely make out the dark shape of the island called Alir below, offering a chance that the ship might seek refuge there. But what dangers might await a vessel on land? Would it be smarter to make a valiant attempt to drive the ship through the raging elements? It's a named place. I'm willing to bet on it. It's land. Playing the storm that shreds the skies like a hawk ripping into a partridge, the ship descends into the dense undergrowth of Alir. Will the decision lead to salvation or damnation? Only time will tell. As a rule, death is associated with cold and desolate places that look entirely unlike the densely forested Alir. But one should not forget the abyss. Alive means dangerous. After a night, a day, and yet another night, the hurricane finally blows southwest of Alir. The sky is clear, and the mast no longer shudders from the wind's onslaught. Upon emerging from their hiding places, the sailors report with unpleasant surprise the hull of the ship is ensnared with vines and tree roots, which seem to have discovered and captured their prey with incredible alacrity. A quick head count reveals that several sailors have gone missing while standing watch on deck. Most probably they fell prey to the near-sentient predatory plants that have made Alir notorious. Scare plants, that's an idea. Where's the sailors already can draw their axes? Fierce battle rages around the ship. On one side, predatory plants unleash volleys of thorns, waves of suffocating pollen, and grasping vines eager to drag anyone not nimble enough into the thicket. On the other, screaming sailors chop mercilessly at the entangling vines and bark-armored branches. The ship is surrounded by a mess of chopped plants, and the sailors eagerly cut the hard roots binding the vessel to the soil. They work skillfully and ruthlessly, and before long the vessel rises into the air again, carrying away the commander and his depleted crew, drenched in blood and plant sap. The outbreak of an epidemic in close quarters of an airship is a calamity that can easily turn any vessel to a flying mortuary, grimly cruising the airstreams. Unsurprisingly, the crew is horrified when they notice the first signs of disease spreading on board. In the morning, many sailors find themselves unable to rise to their feet. The afflicted are racked by merciless fever, and several of those weakened by the journey have already stopped breathing. Neither spells nor mundane cures seem to help. The hand of the inheritor, who has been following the situation closely, withdraws into silent contemplation. Some time later, he tells the commander that, for the sake of the success of their mission, he will try to heal the sailors. And I'll entrust my fate to the hand of the inheritor. As he himself admits, the hand of the inheritor is just an angel of battle, not of healing. Doesn't battle call for healing? But diseases in the abyss are not just maladies of the body, and their dark essences cannot withstand the power of heaven's touch. Where common potions and spells were powerless, the prayers and magic of Iomene's herald proved extremely potent. Ailing sailors began to recover. Every aeronaut dreams of distant voyages, gazing upon wonders and collecting a bounty after arriving at their destined port, but no one ever dreams of fighting harpies, monstrous storms, carnivorous plants, or invisible but deadly diseases. The crew is tired, rancorous, and craving an opportunity to unleash their anger. Brandishing their cleavers, they surround the commander. Not all of them, of course, but enough to pose a genuine threat. The hand of the inheritor stands shoulder to shoulder with the commander. A warm glow envelops them both. The angel summons the blessing of heaven to enhance his friend's strength in the event of a fight. I invested a lot in diplomacy, so I'm going to use it. As to calm the mutineers with words. Succumbing to the commander's charms, the sailors lower their blades as their anger fades away. Their dazed eyes reveal their confusion. What drew them in that bloody affair in the first place? Colyphyr is in sight. However, this is not the end of the expedition. Not for the commander. After all, journeys end in a safe port where the fortunate survivors may heal their wounds, quench their thirst, and drink away their loot. Colyphyr promises nothing of the sort. It is all grim rocks, gloomy caves, and the horrible creatures lurking within. One such creature notices the ship and takes flight. The beast is an umbral dragon, its scarlet eyes sparkling rapaciously, its jaws opening hungrily. The airship seems a convenient snack for the monster. Kinda sucks I can't use the kind of weird to use magic device perception are both the same bonus. We'll store the crew to prepare for a fight. What happens on the deck after that cannot be called a fight. It is a massacre. The sailors' weapons bounce off the dragon's scales, but its sickle-shaped claws slice through their bodies with ease. The beast tosses the bleeding and screaming chunks of meat in the air, swallowing them. Disgusting purr of satisfaction. Finally, the monster sates its hunger and leaves the battered ship alone. Sounds of battle carried over Colyphyr, alerting anyone curious that visitors have arrived on the island. Finally, the ship touches ground. The commander sets foot on the rocky soil of Colyphyr, Hepzamirah. I was afraid something worse might happen if I failed. Check. Alright, Marilla. We've arrived, as promised. Starcatcher the Third has carried you to safety to your destination. I pronounce this expedition complete, relieve you of your position as captain, and wish you good luck on your mission. What are you going to do now? Gave the crew a few minutes to stretch their legs before we depart for Colyphyr. The local atmosphere doesn't strike me as particularly hospitable, and that scaly monster that almost ate us may not be the only one around. I want my money back. Yeah, right. Thank you for your service. Fair winds to you. I'm sincerely happy that my cruel fate hasn't claimed your life as it has so many others. Must be special. Well done, lady. I've got angelic powers. Of course I'm special. Brave hero, come to my aid, I beg you. Okay, demon-shaped ghost, I'll do that.
Let us be off. I stand ready.
I won't let you hurt my friends!
Begone, fiend!
Close ranks.
Got a pickaxe, eh?
Forwards! It is not an option. You crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Let's move. Adventures await.
What's her name?
Soot is restless. I wonder why. You are my favorite aide.
Follow me.
Help, I'm in trouble! Oh, who will save me? Great hero rewards! Hero who rescues me!
I tire of waiting.
Try this. Put that
I'll
on.
make my own legend.
The goddess protects us. My will is resolute.
This is my path.
Other things, I swap with that ring he has because he doesn't have this. Bathroom. I guess it's worthless to have them with it, eh?
I agree.
should move. We will be victorious! Strike with all your might! Kneel before me!
Endure this!
Always go with the bottleneck, people. Staff is covered in intricate carvings. You're not promoted to symbolic imagery, and the carved images are not from the lords of religions. The images depicted on the staff do look similar to a religious iconography used by Sanders worshippers, and it enables you to discern their meaning. Carvings promise healing to those who suffer, but the power the staff is possessed is long gone. I had to read that just in case I edited out that other fight. Rest in peace, Kestoglier. That is your real name. I wonder if touching that treasure, like, will actually trigger something else elsewhere.
Their logic is lacking.
The hell? I don't remember this.
Forwards! Retreat is not an option. Kneel before me.
You've crossed the wrong line.
Dude, you're not our tank. Get over there. Back there, man. I'm telling you.
Mind over muscle.
We won't falter!
Begone, fiend!
This one's mine! Press the attack!
Whole party wailing on this guy and you can't kill him.
It went splendidly.
Mineshaft has smooth walls, and you can detect the lingering traces of a transmutation spell. Based on observation, it seems like this mine was created through magical means. Is that supposed to surprise me?
We should move.
Down it is. eldest, Colyphyr.
My will is resolute.
Yes.
Esmo, Axe, yes. Esmo, Axe, yes.
I need bigger heels than that, do I think?
I tire of waiting.
I'm always open to ideas.
Nice.
I will lend you my aid.
We should move.
A tough Baylor, you say? That titled the test, shall we?
We won't fall here. I swear it.
Retreat is not an option.
You're irrelevant.
Tough, he says.
Kneel before me.
Be gone, Green!
Anyhow, why would you do that? Seriously.
We won't falter.
Oh, you guys are terrible.
Strike with all your might.
Leave Emperor alone, you goon. No crystal monsters, please. No crystal monsters. Hello. Demon Mutasafen silently observes his army's departure with the air of military leader watching soldiers on parade. When he finally notices you, he barely acknowledges your presence. Ah, it's you. Why aren't you dead? I thought our mutual acquaintance explained this to you. Didn't the Echo tell you I cannot die? Not by ordinary means, at least. Whoever, if you think I'll reveal the secret of my immortality, you were greatly mistaken. I wish I had your luck, my demon colleague, but this ability will perform all kinds of dangerous and deadly experiments. I wish I weren't restricted by my mortality. So many things I like to do, but have to restrain myself. Wait, isn't this a restraint? Where's Hepzamirah? She's not far, she's actually on the other side of the barrier I constructed. It's an excellent barrier, very reliable. I perfected the formula invented by Arilu Vorlesh. These barriers cannot be opened without a key, and they are perfectly camouflaged. I heard the barrier in your little town of Dresden was particularly effective. Crusaders walked past the entrance to the Midnight Fane thousands of times, but never noticed it until now. You cannot get through the barrier to Hepzamirah without my help. I could help you, of course, but I won't. If I want my key, you're going to have to take it. If I defeat you in battle once, you're going to be humiliated a second time. Give me the key to the barrier and I'll let you escape with your life. Phil licks his lips nervously, and most hesitation moves thoughtfully. Well, what do I have to lose? After all, I've already betrayed Hepzamirah. If I give the key to her enemy, I'll rid myself of both of them. Takes few steps toward the passage used by his soldiers. Alright, mortal, here's your key. No need to get upset. I'll do what I need to do. Keep you from attacking me. I don't want to die on a momentous day and ruin the chance to fully destroy Pelura's temple. What does that say? So our course is gone. Special place in the world to one he believes to be of importance, the Shrine of Pelura. From Eval. Where? Special friends? Of course.
With all your might!
Combat, eh? Music says otherwise. He says he can't be killed, so there was like no point in challenging him to a fight, was there? That's my logic, anyway.
It went splendidly.
Magical equipment is used to give mythic powers to demons. These implements are similar to the ones you saw in Xander's lab. Makes sense. Stephen's letter. You're reading this, Hepzamirah. My plan has most likely succeeded. I am now leading my army, through the lands of Golarion. You are shaking with terror, waiting to find out how your father will punish you. I wish I could be there to witness your humiliation. Perhaps Baphomet will spare you and send you after me. You probably hope to capture me and make me suffer, using the power of the hydrogen crystals that I helped you to obtain. Well, you should know that, first of all, the revival system I created for myself is flawless. You can't kill me, even if you manage to kill me. Second, I already close to perfecting my deadliest weapon. Did you know what it is? I will be able to temporarily remove the powers and abilities that are bestowed by hydrogen crystals. See, I have told you my secret, but I will not tell you how I will achieve this feat. What will it be? Poison? A spell? A magical object? I want you to think about possibilities so that you will shudder and flinch at my every shadow. A long time ago, I learned a simple lesson. To gain power in the abyss, you must seize your underlings by the throat with one hand and destroy your enemies with the other. Well, you've destroyed many enemies, but you've never been good at controlling your subordinates. I've been preparing this rebellion for years, weaving intrigue, recruiting allies, gathering resources, working out a revival system for myself, and you never noticed. Be sure to mention that to Baphomet. He will appreciate my subtlety, although he will not be pleased that an ordinary demon, an incubus spawn no less, has tricked his princess daughter. So farewell, princess. I look forward to seeing you, but I won't be disappointed if your death prevents us from meeting again.
Something over there.
That's what tool we need to dispel the barrier. Seething abyss and landry blocks his path. Is that the key he gave me about? Master key.
We should move. I stand ready. Onwards.
Are we ready to move out?
This.
Errichtet.
I tire of waiting. Adventures await.
You followed me for a long time, you frail, pathetic little stalker. Then you disappeared. You've been gone for so long I thought you were dead. And I'm glad you proved me wrong. It would have been enjoyed it if you had died alone in the darkness, lost and forgotten. I would rather punish you in person. Behold, the great daughter of Baphomet in all her glory. Daughter of an abominable lord of the abyss, and an avatar of another. Glad to find you both here, instead of ending the life of one evil creature. We can rid the world of two, unless of course you decide to flee again, Echo. And why should I flee? You came here on your own, hand of the inheritor, and very soon you realize your mistake. Death awaits you here. Never leave this place alive. Stefan stole your army from you. She reels as if she's been slapped. Hear the rage in her voice. Gustafsson is a skilled alchemist and a gifted scientist, but he thinks too highly of himself. He was born in the Abyss, and he has spent his life here, so his knowledge and skills were too valuable to risk on the front lines. His dreams of endless entertainment in the lands of mortals and desires of the glory that conquer in Golarion, but he will not live to see such a triumph. He will pay bitterly for his betrayal. After all, I am one of the few who know the secret of Mustafin's mortality. But you don't need to worry about any of that. You won't live long enough to see me destroy him. Where does this portal lead? To the Nexus, our hub of mines and portals. You managed to put the mining of hydrogen crystals on hold for a while, but the work will resume soon. I'll finish here with you, and go to Golarion, catch Mustafsson, and drag him back. I'll have to decide the best punishment for him. Can he still work with crystals if he has no eyes? How about one eye and one hand? And of course, I'll certainly take his legs. He will continue to create an army for me, whether he wants to or not. And with these hordes, I will march through the world wound, through Mendev, and through your entire plane, and one to another, mortals shall bow before Hepzamirah, daughter of Baphomet. Geez, for so long as time put into this. Stops and uses skills to give me new powers. It's time to use them. The roar shakes the ground. Angry Flesh Crimson. When I'm finished with you, I will have you chained. You'll be dragged behind the army naked, wounded, and trembling. You will watch as I, daughter of Baphomet, and archpriest of his cult, take Lorion by the throat. I will bring to its knees and make it weep like a wench that's been whipped. That rhymes. You mentioned your dad an awful lot. Please tell me you've been cooking up all these schemes against Galorians just to impress your father. I refuse to accept the reason for all these atrocities, something so dumb.
Close ranks.
Stupid people. They're so stupid. If you find who have no business living here, you have some garbage you plan.
You drive me.
Mission is irrational.
What? Run for your life. Head for the Nexus. We'll hide from the horrible Glorion and Loshinra. Pay for this. My father will punish you for your insolence. Behold the power, behold the greatness, tremble before Baphomet. Henceforth suffer, my lord, and punish this rebellious angel who refuses to bow before you. Ah, the angel who wandered into the abyss and couldn't find his way back to heaven. I've heard about you. My daughter could not break your spirit, but I will rip out your heart. My lady Armide, hear my final words. The leader of the crusade is one of Arilu Borlish's profane creations. His power comes from the blood of fallen demon lords, yet he is our only hope. Like you overdid it, my daughter. Your torture drove the angel mad. a swift execution, but I wasn't finished with this angel. There were so many games I wanted to play with him. Show your power, O Lord, let our enemies tremble in terror. Now it's your turn, you low-life scum. You've disappointed me. How dare you summon me here? How dare you use forbidden knowledge? Yeah. You think I'm here to save you? No, I'm here to inflict punishment.
Wicked fiend. You have killed Iomede's most faithful servant. You will not commit such an injustice with impunity.
You feel a shiver of excitement, and your chest tightens with anticipation. The light you once wielded in the dungeons of Kenabris begs to be revealed once more, but why? Was the hand of the inheritor's final words, or was it his terrible death? Whatever the reason, it seems he has awakened something within you.
Have I been summoned merely to push this creature to death? A mortal who still shows loyalty to the queen that exiled him to the abyss. Oh yes, Galfrey guards her glory with the jealousy of a lioness.
She can be kind of a bitch, I agree, but...
But no, this creature proudly wears the knife stuck in his back like a badge of honor. Or is the betrayal weighing you down after all? Did you come here looking for a new master? One who can help you seek revenge?
Where's the hand of the inheritor?
Why do you care about his fate? He was merely your overseer. Heaven sent him to watch over you. His only purpose was to remind you of your mission and to destroy you should you stray from the path. You shouldn't worry about him. He is just Iomede's pawn, and she did not think twice about sacrificing him. The foolish angel thought he would be forgiven for leaving Regathiel and joining Iomede, but heaven never rewards traitors with its trust.
The Lord of the Abyss is hardly in a position to speak about treachery in the laws of heaven. Heed my words. Everything Baphomet says is either a simple lie, a lie designed to cover up another lie, or something even more dangerous. A half-truth.
You have spoken enough, Lord of the Abyss. I'll stop you. I know that I can. The light spreads outward. It illuminates holy wardens, and they reflect its radiance, shining like newly formed stars.
I feel power. It surrounds me from without and fills me from within. Shudder in fear, Lord of the Abyss, for you are my enemy, and I, an angel of heaven, holy warden of the Fifth Crusade, am telling you that you cannot escape from here. Death awaits you at the hands of the one who illuminated us with this light.
Cutscene, 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 cutscene.
Yet another obstacle.
You've crossed the wrong month.
Oh, slowing the update there, dude. Yeah, I don't know if it's all I do this
It is not an option. We won't falter.
So is it like polymorphed or something? I guess he did. That's unfortunate.
Did you see that? I'm wounded. We can do it!
This is not my time yet.
Be nice if it hit him a little bit faster, man. How curious, it's buried within my realm, but I cannot pass through.
Impossible. Impossible. Asmodeus himself could not contain me, but now, a mortal.
A morsel.
Bravo. Bravo! What an unexpected performance. Lady Vorlesh did not tell me you were capable of this. To take away a demon lord's ability to move across the plains and through space. You set up a barrier that even I, in my own realm, was unable to overcome right away. The old goat must have been very, very surprised when he died.
So what happened?
Your power resonated within your companions, causing an unusual effect. It reminds me of how the chain of wardstones works. I could not cross the barrier, and neither could the old goat. He was trapped inside, and could not escape when he became too exhausted to fight.
Haha. What happens next?
Oh, next we will exchange some rather meaningless pleasantries, and then I will bid you a cordial farewell as you depart for Galarian.
Why decided to attack Baphomet? He didn't want war.
I did not want to enter into a difficult, exhausting war against Baphomet when he was at full strength. But massacring his minions when they are helpless and success is guaranteed? Well, that is a different matter entirely. Thanks to recent events, the slaughter can finally begin. Baphomet is frightened. He will not leave his abode for at least a year, because if he dies again within that time, his death will be final. This gives me an overwhelming advantage. My black bolts gave him a kiss he will not soon forget, and the memory of their touch will cool his fervor. 2 armies of demons will meet in the coming battle, and one of them will be led by its mistress in all her glory. The other one, however, will be cut off at the head and left without the leadership of its lord. In a year's time, I will have undermined Baphomet's forces and deprived him of his troops and allies. By the time he finally feels invincible again, it will be too late. And instead of crushing my servants and destroying my islands, he will be forced to bargain for his life. As you can see, I won this war before it started. And it's all thanks to you.
You owe me one. Well, he's not really dead. He's on his last life, though. Enough about the past, talk about the future.
Every demon lord needs a weapon. Someone who will be an instrument of their will. Baphomet chose Hepzamirah, and I chose you. I'm glad I picked the superior weapon. You proved yourself stronger than your counterpart, and laid bare the cowardice of my enemy. I, the Lady of the Midnight Isles, will give you the honor and glory that such a deed deserves. With a single blow, you have begun the great war between Nocticula and Baphomet. And I will reward you for this achievement.
What?
Your queen will reward you for this deed, but she cannot match the generosity of the Lady in Shadow. Accept my profane gift, and remember the moment you triumphed. The moment Nocticula herself expressed her gratitude and respect for you.
I hope you don't need me to explain to you that this offer is completely unacceptable. Do not agree to bond with a Lord of the Abyss. It is the worst decision you could possibly make.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nocticula, but I'm leveling my angel path. So I'll have to decline. I don't need your gift.
You refuse my gift? Reject my favor? As you wish. My patronage will not extend to your humble self.
Black bolt struck true, and you watch as blood seeps over Baphomet's wound. A single drop falls to the ground in front of the Lady of Shadow. There is a flash of purple light, and the blood begins to solidify. You watch as it turns deep purple, with edges hardening into sharp facets, until finally it is fully transformed into a Hydrian crystal. You promised to help close the world wound if I killed Hepzamirah.
Conquest is your next step. The world wound can only be closed where it was opened, in the Threshold Fortress. Go back to Galarian, gather an army, and bring the full force of your power down upon your enemies. Baphomet will wish to recall his soldiers as soon as possible in order to repel my attack. You will only have to deal with Discari's servants. When you get back to Threshold, stand on the edge of the rift that connects your plane and the Abyss, and we will execute our plan.
What's happening, Glorion?
It is clear that Queen Galfrey lacks your talent as a strategist. In your absence, she has made several mistakes that have brought Mendev's crusaders to the brink of destruction. She is a skilled warrior, and a good leader, but that is not enough. It never has been when it comes to dealing with the world wound. You were the one who tipped the scales toward a victory for Mendev. But you'll soon find out everything for yourself. I won't spoil the surprise.
Oh boy. How do I get home?
The same way you arrived, through the Nexus. The rift that led you into the Abyss is open. Of course, the Queen tried to close up every opening within the Midnight Fane, but I'll let you in on a secret. She didn't close all of them. If you look hard enough, you'll find the way back.
Try to turn Gloria on as soon as possible.
A wise decision. Every hour of delay is paid dearly in the blood of your soldiers, and you will need them to retake the threshold. Now it is time for you to return to your plane. You are desperately needed there, and I must attend to my own affairs.
Lady in the Shadow vanishes, the purple crystal near her feet also disappears. Gone. The smug demon is wrong if she thinks she can toy with you, but we cannot simply dismiss her words about the trouble that awaits us on Golorion. Durden, we will hurry there. I will transport our companions across the plains. Finish your business, scarce the place, and then go into Golorion. What happened when Baphomet appeared? Everything changed. Power coursed through me, and suddenly I was connected to all the other wardens, so that the actual ward stones were united in a single chain. I'd like to believe we do something like that again. I was focused on feeling the power that flowed through me, so I did not pay much attention to what actually happened. However, it seems that power connected all of us was bound and weakened to Baphomet. It also prevented any interference with Nocticula. If we can do something like that again, the Demon Lords would be too frightened to show their faces in the wound. It's a very appealing idea. Turns out an old cripple like me can still do quite a lot to help Crusades. I may not be able to fight, but I can help the ones who do. What will you do when you return to Golorion? Whatever it takes. We've passed through the Abyss and have seen so much evil and sorrow. We let demons toy with us for too long, always defending against their attacks and never going on the offensive, but now you have defeated Baphomet, everything has changed. The Lady in Shadow did not expect things to happen the way they did, even though she tried to hide her surprise. I wanted to go after Mustafen. He is still leading an army to the Temple of Pelura. We have to stop him. Moreover, he knows the echo of Discari. We will be able to step on the ladder that leads us toward those who rule the world wound. If we set off right now, we could probably catch up to him. You can find us after you finished your business here in the Abyss. And if the Inheritor is dead. He was a warrior, and he died as a warrior. But he was avenged. Children of Pelura will keep the memory of their friend and ally alive. Herald of Iomede is not easy to kill, but we saw Baphomet rip his heart out. A heart that knew no cowardice, self-interest, or malice. How could the Demon Lord even touch it? Surely its fire would have incinerated him. We will meet again on Golorion. If Stephenson shows up in the World Wound, we will meet you at his location. Otherwise, we'll meet in Pelura's Fall. So long.
We won't fall here.
Oh,
I swear it's not an option. Kneel before me.
Just.
Should we proceed?
Well, guys, I think we can all agree we can carry this on later. Wow. Pretty shocking surprise this time around, wasn't it? Yeah. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me everywhere if you want. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye for now.